What's going on, everybody? This is Coach Sandy, and this video is going to break down a little bit of the film and highlights and clips from our JV game versus Webb. It was a good contest, but overall, at the end of the day, our boys prevailed, and let's take a look. So let's get into some of the clips that went down in this particular game. So I think I highlighted about 5 different clips specifically just to kind of show you where it's going on. But first and foremost, the one thing that I really liked in regards to everything was just in regards to our possession, right? I think we held possession very well here. This kind of was a glimpse in terms of what we're going to do for the season because I just felt this team was very capable and it kind of shows. So let's go around here. So the one thing that I really liked here is Fermin and his movement right there. Boom. Now, let me explain why I like that so much. First and foremost, one of the things that I like to teach our kids is making sure that we don't force anything into a bad situation, right? So as you can see, Fermin right here is taking position. He gets the ball back. I'm sure he recognizes Sam's too close. Defenders are too close. There's nobody to the right side of him, which maybe there probably should be. Or if there is, they're not communicating loudly enough for him to receive the ball. But he knows that if he can't do anything in this moment, he has to check back, and then we have to send it back to our center back, Michael, which is exactly what he did. And one of the moves that we focus on a lot is that pullback move. I like that pullback move a lot because it has balance and control. You see the ball all the way through, and essentially it's just you putting yourself in a good spot for it. So this beautiful move right here, boom, recycles the ball, and then Michael does a fantastic job about relaying the ball. So here's the cool thing here. We get it back to the keeper, and the keeper ultimately is looking down the field, which is any good keeper. That's what you want, right? Good passes down the field. It doesn't even have to be the keeper. It could be anybody, but ultimately looking to break lines. And sure enough, boom, passes it all the way, finds one of our center mids, and then from there, our center mids, boom, push it back out wide again. Now we have this guy, Danny, right here. Now, Danny, I'll tell you right now is, hey, he's a character, but man, he is a baller for sure. He's not afraid to do things. He will take on anybody in the world. But he also can pull off things like a back heel over a player's head just to get the ball back. Boom. And it's awesome. It's awesome. So he comes in here. I love how he takes the inside and then he pushes it back outside to create a shot for himself. Now, the shot didn't go in, but ultimately, at the end of the day, it kind of shows his awareness and how he plays. So in this one right here, we're kind of going back. Now, Danny does get a goal here, and we're going to kind of show what that progression looked like. Now, I'm going to give Sam, if you're watching this video, I'm going to give you like 10% credit because I don't necessarily think you were passing it to anybody in particular. However, you do get credit for being part of the build-up goal because it did get to its guy. All right, so just keep that in mind. But the ball gets out to our guys out here, and then at this point, we're kind of playing possession, making sure we're getting rid of the ball. You can see a little bit of triangle movement here, trying to get everybody kind of situated, having good spacing. But then when the time comes, you pass it to this guy right here. Now, Evan, I'll tell you right now, he is a baller. He can run for days. He pushes the ball. He has a great stride. And ultimately, his eyes are always looking down the field, which is great because that's what you want. He makes a great through ball all the way across. A nice little push by Danny. And then you give Danny enough time and enough shots, he's eventually going to convert. And that's exactly what we did here for our first goal against Webb in the season. And it was a great way just to kind of start off the campaign. So this right here, so we got scored against, right? And I saw this video and I was like, ugh, a lot of things happened. All right, so I'm gonna show it to you, and then I'm kind of break down what I'm thinking and what happened here. All right, so it wasn't pretty by no means. But 2 things that I noticed when I saw this video is that I don't think we are ready quick enough. And that's one thing that we're gonna have to adjust as we kind of go forward, but we weren't ready quick enough. So in other words, if you look right here at my mouse, you can see that Alex right here, I don't think he's in a position to be ready. He gets to a spot and like, oh, now it's off to the left or to the right side of him, which is not great. We also have our center back who took a stab, didn't connect with the ball. So we have to do a better job of coming to it. And then honestly, when the ball bounces in this general vicinity here, you could do the best thing that you can. But sometimes it might just fall to the opponent's feet. And then at that point they can score. So here we got Tim's goal. So what I love about this play right here is, it's already kind of cycled back. It gets to the mids, and then from the mids, we kind of work our way back up top again. So we found Tim here. Boom, a great give and go and a great through ball. The one thing that I love about Tim right here is he just has a random burst of speed, and he can change pace at any moment. So you give him space in front and you get behind the back line, Tim's probably going to, I would say, bury it. It really just depends on if he's feeling froggy enough to take that strike or not, because sometimes he does like to pass. So then lastly here, this is another goal by Danny. What I really love right here is just the awareness, right? So right here, Johan gets the ball, he pulls back, and he's already looking eyes downfield. Where is the open space? And that's what I love about his particular play. He's always looking for that dynamic pass. So he sees the gap, he sees the play, and he puts the ball in a position to where no one can get it but Danny. And then Danny, from there, if you give him like space and time, he will get close enough. And at that point, he'll just put it in the back of the net because that's what he does. So overall, it was a fantastic performance by our guys. It was great to see, and it was just a great caveat for the start of the season. Hey guys, if you're digging the content, please hit that like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I hope to push content like this more frequently in the future. And also, if you're a coach out there and you have any kind of like notes or information that you want to share that can really kind of help out with our program, please hit that in the comments. I'd love to take that information. I love to learn, I love to grow, and I'm sure you do as well. So we can all help each other out in the long run and ultimately benefit these kids. So once again, hit that like and subscribe. Y'all gotta take care now. God bless. Peace.